This is part one of our multi-part series of setting up an entire e-commerce web store using WordPress and WooCommerce in 5 minutes or less per day. So this is part one. Let's get started. What you can see here is our WordPress dashboard. This is what you would typically find when you very first install WordPress. So we're going to run through making sure that WordPress is all configured, making sure that we get WooCommerce installed and configured today. And then on the next video, what we'll run through is configuring your WooCommerce settings, adding a product, etc. So the very first thing we want to do is go into your plugins, and we're going to make sure that we install WooCommerce. Pretty simple. All you do is go to the plugins, go to add new, search your keyword for WooCommerce. We'll go ahead and click install. And now that it's installed, we'll go ahead and click activate. And once this is done here, it'll automatically bring you to the store details area where we're basically setting this all up. So we're just going to type in an address here. We can choose our state or wherever country you're located. We're going to just run through this pretty quickly here. A shortcut here also is you can just type in the state name instead of having to type in the entire thing. All right, and I'm setting up a store for clients. So if you're an agency, this is the button that you'd click on that. We're going to go ahead and disregard that. This one here is just a quick request that they'll use some anonymous statistics to improve on the thing. I always say yes, but if it's a client, I say no because I don't need them getting all the information. We're going to say no today. So now we're continuing on to the next one. It kind of gives you some information, basically what we're trying to do. This is just for them. You don't really need to mess with any of that. If we're using physical products to go ahead and ship out anything, choose physical products. You can see here that there's other options for other things. We're just going to disregard all of this. So we're just going to go into the product types, business details. Again, you can just specify as much of this as possible. This is really data for them to be able to understand their clients better and improve upon the app. And then included business features, it's going to go in and say, do all of this extra stuff. We do not want to do all of that extra stuff. We're just going to keep it super simple. Then we're going to go in and they say choose some themes. You can see here they have some paid themes. There's a ton of free themes. We're actually going to set up a one of our preferred themes, which is the Astra theme. And we'll go ahead and show you that process in a later video. So we're going to go ahead and skip this step because we're just going to use the default theme that we have right now. And you can see here that we are now up and running on WooCommerce. We have a new tab over here, which is WooCommerce. We have our products. We have marketing tab, which includes where our coupon codes live. So the very first thing what we want to do in here is just double check and make sure that in the WooCommerce settings, all of the information is correct. This would include your store address, which we entered in the wizard. But what we weren't asked is selling locations, shipping locations. So we want to sell to a specific one. So we're going to say, well, we're only going to support, I don't know, sales in the United States. So now only clients can only enter in addresses in the United States to be able to receive their products. We can also allow to ship to all countries. So if someone is in the United States, their build to address, and they want to ship to France, you can actually go ahead and say ship to everything. Or you can just say, well, I only want people to ship to things that they're in. So if we're supporting the United States, now this option says we're only shipping to the United States. Default customer location is this address up here, which is great. And then just go through and make sure all of this is correct. And then come down and click save. That is part one.